Skirt. Skirt, skirt.
Girl Squad.
Skirt, skirt, skirt.
Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. You're listening to the Radio Reject, and I'm your host,
MizzQueen, M-I-Z-Z. You better get that right.
Reject, founder of Leave It on the Court, where we shoot hoops, not people. Facilitating healing in the community with B.I.O.M.G through the arts.
Making the street smart. For more information, go to BIOMG.me.
Man, today we will be discussing the village. The village. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How you doing over there?
The village, man. Victory in living, Victory in living amongst great elders. But I think I said that wrong. Victory in love. There you go.
Hey, there's no right or wrong way to say it.
Victory in love.
Love, loving, it's all one and the same, right? They all have L-O-V. Mm-hmm. Either an E or you add I-N-G. You know what I mean? But yeah, victory in love. Living amongst...
I guess it could be all those. You're right.
Yeah.
All of those, yeah. Loving, lover. So.
Yeah, for real, man. It's love. Everything goes back to love.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I feel like that's what the village was about. You know what I'm saying? You from Philly. Mm-hmm. I'm from South Carolina. Mm-hmm. And I like to say I feel like I grew up in a village. But you're from Philly. Would you say you probably grew up in a village?
Well, first of all, I would flip this topic to something just somewhere else, because you just was like, I'm from Philly, and I kind of took offense because I'm not from Philly.
Okay,
I'm from my mama's womb. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, she exposed me to Philadelphia air. I am so beyond being from said place or time. You get what I'm saying? So I could get too deep in that, but I had to understand. I had to help you redirect you to where I was. But yeah, I used to reside in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the only village that I really had was my family, which was my mother's side of the family, and it was just them.
Yeah, it sounds like mine. Sounds like my experience, you know?
Okay.
Sounds like my experience. But I was housed on my dad's side, you know, but they all were in this community. So everybody was related. Family in this village. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ooh. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you highlighted that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get an opportunity to call anyone dad, except for my grandfather. He told me when I was very young that I was like, who's my daddy? I used to always ask that question. And he said that he's my father. Call me dad. You get what I'm saying? But like, as far as biological terms, I'm glad that you highlighted my dad's side and my mom's side. But you could help to expand more on that type of village, you know?
Hey, and I appreciate you for sharing that, because the village, though, that was a victory. Mm-hmm. That, you
Came
know,
from
your
right.
grandfather, you know, victory in love, living amongst great elders.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that vulnerable experience, because I'm sure that resonated with someone out there listening today. Mm-hmm. You know, but if we have that victory in love, going back to this village, you know, that I feel like we have strayed away from, you know, there can be somebody out there that will stand in the gap like your grandfather did for you. Mm-hmm. The village is about people standing in the gap, you know, for others, you know, standing in the gap, man. So again, thank you for sharing that. And yes, I did have the experience of mingling or knowing about both sides, but majority of my experience was on the maternal side. You know,
Well, why is that? Why is that more prominent in the black community for said the offsprings to spend more time on the mother's side and not the father's side? Not getting to know the true them.
That's a good question. Maybe it goes back to that old saying, "Mama's baby, Papa's maybe."
We don't have that to go off nowadays. We have DNA, right? We have DNA. A lot of people run from DNA.
And Medea call it Dana. You know what I'm
Dana.
saying? Shout out to Dana, you know what I mean? But yeah, we do have DNA. We do have DNA, and people still choose to go astray. We have DNA, and people still choose to go astray. Again, though, it goes back to mama's baby, papa's maybe. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know.
I just think that you know, our children are being robbed, you know, with having the experience of both sides, because you see both sides of the coin, and that way you can start to understand who you are, both sides of the coin. We can get real deep and all that stuff, but like the village, we are focusing on bringing the families back together.
Victory.
That's just the bottom line. Like, we're going to get in depth more in our discussions over time, but man, let's get back to the village, y'all.
Let's get back to the village. Let's get back to the village. Thank you again for tuning in. Like, yo, we gonna sign off on that. You know, keep that in mind. Thank you for getting back to the village. So every time you join us on Thursdays, know you're giving back to the village. You're getting closer and closer
to putting your village back together. Man. The village need all the letters. The village need all the parts. All the components.
Everybody is important. So thank you for tuning in.
Don't rob your kids so they won't, they know this grandmom and they don't know that grandmom. Or this grandfather don't know that grandfather. Don't rob them for that. Just have them to know. Be knowledgeable. That way they have more common sense. Because they need to spend time with the old.
That's right.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the Radio Reject. Again, I'm your host,
MizzQueen MizzQueen. You better get that right.
Reject, founder of Leave It on the Court, where we shoot hoops and not people. Let's go.
Let's go.
Girl Squad.
read them in the rock and anticipate this moist chocolate cake shaped like an egg cake. Now dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Now dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. You are the light to my lighter. You are the light to my fire. You are the flame underneath my pots. When I'm cooking it up, chicken Alfredo. Hold the shrimp cause he's allergic to them. Or maybe it's some crab meat. I'm allergic too. We got a lot in common with Jubilee. We're from the same hood and I never met you. Crazy how life is. We probably walked right past each other not knowing who we was meant to be. Destined for great things. Now dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Yeah. Now dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. You are the light to my lighter. You are the light to my fire. You are the flame underneath my pots. When I'm cooking it up, chicken Alfredo. Hold the shrimp cause he's allergic to them. Or maybe it's the crab baby. Now dance with me. You are the light to my lighter. You are the light to my fire. You are the flame underneath my pot. When I'm cooking it up, chicken Alfredo.
RJ bass on the beat.
You already know. You know what it is. B.I.O.M.G. The Queen. Believers in Almighty God. You serious right now? Wow. Things that used to bother me no longer bothers me. It's relative to the growth inside of me. If you ever passed something that gave us something, now you walk around talking about you want a divorce. Found out you was sleeping with man Paul Mills. Sagittarius of course, fire sign burning in our brains and missing your nickname. But the seed don't shush me. This the way things supposed to be. Shit get deep when you on bending knee. Asking God to please forgive me. If I have to spray, yes, Lord, I pray I do not hit no babies, yes. Allah always flock to evil. That's why I keep my circle to a selective few. I could count them on one hand. You better use you up. Either you is or you ain't. Either you was or you wasn't. But at the end of the day, we will see who is you. I'm talking about the lot that was physical. I'm talking about the lot that was bugging you. I'm talking about the lot that was backstabbing you. I'm talking about the lot that would rather see you. Matter of fact, it went right straight to the chest and leave you. MizzQueen, the realistic. I bet you at the end of the night, y'all just be getting this. Beware of those backseat riders. They turn out to be backseat liars. Quick to push you over the bridge. Their life and their death. With their quote unquote wishing you much success when they were rather